Mr. Music, will you please play?
I lift up my eyes unto the hills, and I heard a voice say,
Mr. Music, will you please play?
I lift up my eyes unto the hills, and I heard a voice say, be not afraid, brother, be of good courage, love I bring. Do all the good you can, to all the people you can, and never stop doing your good until your good be better, and your better best. As I will say, no more wicked of a day, only lion of a day, a lion the Isaiah, we no want no iron, baby. The earth is the large and the fullness thereof, so I and I must dwell in. No more wicked of a day, only lion of the day, a lion the Isaiah, no one no iron. Lift up your head, brother, and let the King of Glory come in. Who is the King of Glory? The Lord strong and mighty, the Lord mighty in battle. He's the King of Glory. No more wicked of the day, only lion of the day, a lion the Isaiah, me no want no iron. Mama, do it, brother, do it, and never stop doing it. Yogi to your belly, I give you yogi to your belly. Yogi, yogi, yogi to your belly. A yogi to your belly, a yogi to your belly. Do it, brother, do it. Do all the good you can, and never stop doing good until your good be better and your better best.
Introduce the man Tom Cook on West of Parade. Play music, brother, play music.
Everybody gather around me.
Let the music keep on playing.
Let the music keep on playing.
Let the music keep on playing.
Every day shake and dance with me. Everybody gather around me.
Let the music keep on playing.
Let the music keep on playing.
Let the music keep on playing.
Every day shake and dance with me. Know that you're here to stay. Tomorrow'll be an holiday. Just keep on playing. Yeah, rock your body on time.
Oh, little girl, I wanna dance with you. I wanna dance, dance the whole night through. Keep on moving, moving.
Yeah, keep on moving down the
Keep on
line.
grooving, grooving right
Rock your
time.
body on time
Keep on moving, moving down the line.
with me.
Keep on grooving, grooving right in time.
Shake. Little girl, you I desire. Your little love I require.
Oh, little girl, I want you to stand by me. I want to pick your cherry from off your tree.
Yeah,
Keep on moving, moving down the
keep on
line.
moving on time.
Keep on grooving.
Yeah, sing along, sing along, sing along, and dance.
Keep on moving,
Dance, dance,
moving down the line.
and dance with me.
Keep on grooving, grooving down the
Keep
line.
on moving down the line.
You're alright.
Yeah, rock your body on time.
Keep on moving.
Keep on moving on time.
You're alright.
Shake your body on time.
Out of sight.
Let the music keep on playing.
You're alright.
Yeah, sing along, and dance, 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 baby. Just keep on dance, dance.
You're alright.
You're alright, baby. Yeah,
Keep on dancing. Keep on moving.
baby, baby.
Keep on dancing. Keep on moving.
Let the music keep on playing.
Don't get weary, Rastaman. Don't get weary. Don't get weary. Don't get weary. No, no. Don't get weary. Don't get weary, Rastaman. Don't get weary. Don't get weary, Rastaman. Don't get weary. Just pick yourself from off the
how much I and I love Jaja so. Don't get weary, Rasta man. Don't get weary. Don't get weary, Rasta man. Don't get weary. No, no, don't get weary. Don't get weary. No, no, don't get weary. Don't get weary. That's the man. Don't get weary. Don't get weary. That's the man. Don't get weary. Let's live in love and unity. If you wanna live above poverty, we got no time for ignorance. We got to check for humanity. Don't get weary, Pastor man. Don't get weary. Don't get weary, Pastor man. Don't get weary. Just pick yourself from off the ground, but there is no time for lying down. We want the whole wide world to know how much we love Rastafari. So don't get weary, don't get weary, don't get weary, Rasta man. Don't get weary, don't get weary, Rasta man. Don't get weary.
Jaman, you want to see where he's from? You want to see? I see what the man that like shaggy crazy there.
I had a man to know himself and don't come to her in the argument there, Rasta. Man for just Kyle a while and don't be like a child, Rasta. And just second like Uncle Jekyll and don't be like Miss Jekyll. Just second.
Don't get me little girl, don't get me
get weary. You're getting weary, little girl, don't get weary. You pick yourself up from off the ground, for this is no time to lie around. If he says he loves you, stick around. Why you gonna put him down? Don't get weary, little girl, don't get weary. You're getting weary, little girl, don't get weary. 1,000 times or more, you told me you really love him so. You want the whole wide world to know that you never, never let him go. Don't get weary, little girl, don't get weary, yeah. You're getting weary, little girl, don't get weary. Yeah. 1,000 times or more, you told me you really love him so. You want the whole wide world to know that you never, never let him go. Don't get weary, little girl, don't get weary. Don't get weary, little girl.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh?
I come to be a ward, so they say. Yeah, you know.
Come along, yeah, and dig my song. Too much wagonist, too much antagonist.
Wolf and leopard. For the wolf is the wolf, the dragon is the serpent, oh yeah. Stand firm, I tell ya. Now,
Too much informers, too much still bearers. Too much informers, too much still bearers. Time to separate the sheep from the wolves. We're at the crossroads, and this is the time of decision.
can't whip, wiggle and state of emergency. For this one is an urgency, oh John. John Nigel might die, my company it over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow while the days of our life. I will dwell in the tabernacle of John forever. When the wicked come up and I to eat of our flesh, to stumble and fall.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song.
Acting like a fool.
Pull up this song now, eh? 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 Pull up this song now.
A lucky thing I never get, swear lady. Is a lucky thing I never get, swear lady.
Pull up this song now, eh? Pull up this song now, eh?
Mr. Batman, why your heart so hard? Mr. Batman, why your heart so hard? Say that you're robbing and you're looting and you're shooting every day, destroying good people that passes your way.
Yes, greetings, we're there with you. Music is my thing, man. Yes, poverty in the ghetto. Yes, No. Poverty in the country that caused ghettoology to exist. Poverty in the islands that caused ghettoology to exist. People are suffering. And this is the 21st century. And we are talking about islands, you know. We are talking about islands. And we are talking about an alleged government, ministers and councillors and everybody. So we are going to look into that now because I don't understand how all these radio people, them journalists and everybody, you know, never ask the people them to strike because the mosquito have visa. Mosquito them have visa. Mosquito look after properly. I tell you, dogs and cat and rat and cockroach live better than some people. Listen. And bad man them, there's no bad man. There are people that suffer and them just look for all kind of vices to try and make ends meet. And then some of them reach a standard and them just get overzealous and greedy. And because they've been at it, or them family, or them brethren, you understand, at it for so long, them become immune to it. Next thing you know, them start killing. Yeah, them not loot, them just shoot, kill, demanding. And why is that? Anybody analyze the reason for that? You think it's easy just to look at someone and just kill them, so? Yeah? And then you have so much past all about the place that not tell people how gruesome it is to see a body dead, let alone someone that take someone else's life, and yet still them a preach about this Jesus who last give him life up for the sin of man. And the logics, you understand? When you work with the practicality and the logistics of the reasoning of that, is not logical. See? So the people them don't have nothing to touch up them soul from the preacher man, and them have pure germ from the government man. So now them take the reggae, that protest, all of these vials, wherever them see it, I recognize it, take it away from us now, and them give it this thing called dancehall. So decadence breed decadence, you understand? And people not care damn about anything. So life don't mean nothing to them. A play and amusement, fun, and camera and bright lights. Yes, I'm telling you, serious problem. Poverty.
Mr. Batman, why your heart so hard? It's a bad man, why your heart so hard? Say that you're robbing and you're looting and you're shooting every day, destroying good people that passes your way. You're robbing and you're looting and you're shooting every day.
You see how big radar people them are pluckers. If them they are really run a subject, because them care, generally care about the population, whether a Rasta, Muslim or Christian, generally care about the African population of the islands them. See? You would have find these tunes them and different ones them for play. Why is you chat something to the people them? So we go to the ghetto. Come, cultural roots, come. Are we bossy about here now? Because we have full intention, proper things. When I surface around the place and I get properly for a second. You understand? We're growing at this. We're not just come find it. It's only that we don't have no big radio station. And we don't know what strigger mean, you know. You understand? Because we upful. So we don't know what that something they mean. Coming soon. Sing. Proper things.
From you born in the ghetto, there's certain environments you've got to go through. From you born in the ghetto, there's certain environments you've got to go through. Like buck off a toy.
You don't know, say information or education, you know. You don't need a degree for it. You need sensibility to obtain it and then to advocate it. Sin or what? Where you gonna run to?
Whoa, where you gonna run now? You mischief makers. Whoa.
Instead of the ones them use the multimedia to help the people them with common sense, they might use it for all battle one another to say this one said that before that one said that. And so on and so on. Once them are England, once them are American, once them are yard and all about the place. And yet still Marcus Garvey never had no multimedia. Him just had a newspaper that take months for reach peoples in different parts of the world. And him couldn't even use telephone. But yet still 4 point somebody million people are here to him. Are you all not shame? Are you not shame? Oh gosh, man. I have radio stations. Stations. I have the good reggae music. Long time. Not just yesterday. Long time. And I use things correctly based on the principle of Marcus Garvey that everyone advocates. Come on. Let's be sensible. Seriously. Let's be sensible. Give thought to the action and apologize to the nation for what? Not doing a damn thing in 76 years.
Whoa, where you gonna run now? You mischief makers. Whoa, where you are gonna run when the right time come now? Where you are gonna run? I wanna know where you are gonna run when that's already know. Where you are gonna run?
And before when I boost up on the chest, I know I say it is 59 years I claim independence, but 76 years the Honorable Garvey and others all across the Caribbean I look for freedom, to taste freedom, to exercise freedom, and to embrace this thing called sovereignty. Get redemption and get repatriation back to our homeland. Those of us who wanted to go, okay, look how much of our families them gone, and they never get a spotlight at a continent called Africa. Never even get to baptize themselves and carry the name of their ancestors. Still have all these colonial plantation bosses, yeah? And now you have all Digicel and all these different people them owned by the same plantation bosses them from Europe, from England. You understand? I want to big up all these people and the Guinness and everybody. Them own way. Them own we. Them own we from back then, and them managing and owning us right now again. Yeah. You think so? And that's why when I educate the young people them, and then when something happens, when I start talking about the youth them, it's not the youth. It's the elders, the adults, that not making provisions available and not exercising the resources of the island for the general population, the greater population of the islands, because they're the inhabitants of the place. So how come that cannot be understood? And yet still these people who call themselves politicians does travel to other countries that they are told are first world countries and their islands are developing countries. What a sad state of affair. And football teams all across this earth and management do better than them. And football teams are exercise themselves sometimes 3 times a week with a capacity exceeding 100,000 each time. What a problem. And we have these islands that have just that much, and some have more. So even if you take that quota, you know, in some districts, you have 3 football teams, a lower league, 2 lower league team, and a premiership team, and the lower league team will take out 30,000. Yes. So don't bother come play mathematics with me, because this sadness of people them who push up themselves and are important but not valuable and not essential, are important but not valuable and are not essential. I tell you, and yet still on a screen, Marcus Garvey should be ashamed of yourselves. Trust me. And stop calling Islam. Stop talking about Muslim. Because if you really look for Muslim, and now we organize, no matter even if it's a six black man, 6 African Caribbean, we organize. Because come look upon our house, look upon our home, and look upon our family, and see how we orchestrate that. You understand? So when you find a community or an area where there's more than 5, 6, or 7 of us, you know that things are going on. Living, not hustling. Not hustling. Not trying to be. Living. Living. And we don't fear death, because we're here for a time. So we don't need to speed up death. We just don't fear it. What do you mean? We don't fear man who look like us, who needs to be sustained and cherished and nourished like us. So when things go wrong with the pastor and people that take violence to get something because they're suffering, and all them see some corrugated iron and some shingle, and the basic amenities them family not have, and people next door to them and all them something there. Nah, star. We expect that. Blame the youth. Blame the adults. That means you have to blame ourselves. And that's what man fails to do. They always blaming the people them who don't have known resources and they don't have the means as what they're projecting. So they're not even criminals. They're just reacting. They're just reacting. Because they're suffering. They're suffering. And you can't blame them, for some of them, for lusting for things, because what them have? What do they have? Question. Yo, this is a big tune.
Your son got stay with you. Oh, mama, I say you want son. cemetery. Oh, mama, I say once down the cemetery. A few weeks ago, he was riding high.
And this is a live allegory. Saying this is a live factual allegory. Listen it good. Go on, Mr. Best.
Oh, mama, no cry.
I'm going to name that.
Even though your son got a cemetery. Oh, mama, I say your one son got a cemetery. Oh, mama, I say your one son got a cemetery. Oh, mama, I say your one son got a cemetery. Oh, mama, I say your one son got a cemetery. A few weeks ago, he was riding high. Oh, drawing guns at his brother for nothing at all. Oh, mama, I know you used to warn him. Oh, take it till you got down a cemetery. Oh, mama, I say you once got down a cemetery. Oh, mama, I say you once got down a cemetery. I send them pick up a 4-5 matic off his hip. Oh, and then them bury him in a boat box called casket. Oh, and now he's dead. There is nothing you can do. Oh, cause cemeteries were made for bad boys too.
See? And you know I have to go far for them tune there. The studio around the corner, man. What happened to no? Oh, you don't have them kind of thinkings, eh? Okay. I'm helping a lot of people, you know. I tell you. Helping you. Because on our pluckers, pluck feathers out of chicken.
We are gonna beat down Babylon one more time. Beat down Babylon. We are gonna beat down Babylon 2 more times. Beat down Babylon.
Trust no shadows after dark.
For who wanna pirate a harbor shore?
Trust no shadows after dark.
For who wanna pirate a harbor shore?
When will better come? Lord, when will better come? When will better come? Lord, when will better come?
Upsetter.
All the promises that we get, we still not see no better yet. All the promises that we get, we still not see no better yet. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. If you
And all the people them are going to run to. Eh? This one I blame that one and that one I blame that one. And it just go round and round and everything remain the same. Remain the same. Listen. I take my foot off the gas.
When you're feeling alive, when you're feeling alive, I never see you coming, never see you coming. When you're hurt, always come running, always come running. One of these days, I know I'm gonna have to let you go. Don't tell me who you gonna run to.
One of my Muslim brethren, you know, from the techniques. Hi, boy. I tell you. I take my foot off the gas. Hold on. My go automatic steering, you know. Yo, pastors, listen.
I don't want no baptism. I don't want no baptism. To know is to know. I know you don't know. Talking about Africa. I can only speak of Ethiopia. What was hidden from the wise and prudent, now revealing to the babe and son. What was hidden from the wise and prudent, now revealing to the babe and son. I don't want no baptism. I don't want no baptism.
Every Rasta man know that. Every Rasta man know that. Eh? Every.
Oi. Whoa, yeah. Lift up your conscience. Yeah, lift them up.
See, I'm dangerous, you know. You see, one day I'm going to play my roots Bible. I tell you, man, the world will cry. Only bad-minded people then will duck and dive. Yeah, joke. It's better than the 12 tribes of Israel, you know, but it's not better than Ilawi selection. That's what me I say. You see? Oh.
Oi. Whoa, yeah. Lift.
And look how far we is from the studios. We are far, far from the studios. You're sitting near them.
Oi. Whoa, yeah. Lift up your conscience. Yeah, lift them up your conscience. Lift up your conscience. No bother with the violence. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no way. Yeah. No want the violence. Oh, oh, oh. Lift up your conscience. No jump Babylon fence. The heads are glue, yeah. Perish you there. Oh, oh, oh. You smoke in the eye shade. No take no bad influence. Stand up, children, young. With full defense, no. Oh, yeah. Wow, 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 yeah.
Teach the young people them. What? Teach the nation. So they would have vibration. Yeah.
When we are hungry and have no food to eat, when we are thirsty.
can write, you know. You understand me? Yes. Right. Yes, Mondel. Truth and right in time surely tell.
Evil's gonna turn one day. Wickedness will burn one day.
One day soon.
One day, Jah will wipe all our sorrows away. And that is when the wicked men will have to pay. One day soon. One day, you will find that I'm no play, we are play.
Teach.
Any work you do, you must get your pay. One day soon. When rightfulness start praying, wickedness will have to run away. When positive start to pray, wickedness will have to drift away. One day soon. One day soon. Because the fruits of the wicked can't prosper. They will end up in sudden disaster. One day soon. One day soon. One day, Jah will wipe all our sorrows away. And that is when the wicked men will have to pay. One day soon. One day, you will find that I no play, we are play. And any work you do, you must get your pay. One day soon. Because the fruits of the wicked can't prosper. They will end up in sudden disaster. Wickedness will have to run away. One day soon. One day soon. When rightfulness start to praying, wickedness will have to run away. When positive start to pray, wickedness will have to drift away. One day soon. One day soon. When every knee shall bow and every tongue confess. Fret not yourself because of evildoers, 'cause Jah we serve, He's the best, He'll deliver us. One day soon. One day, Jah will wipe all our sorrows away. And that is when the wicked men will have to pay. He'll deliver us one day soon. One day, you will find that I'm no play, we are play. And any work you do, you must get your pay. One day soon. Because the fruits of the wicked can't prosper. They will end up in sudden disaster. One day soon. One day soon. When rightfulness starts praying, wickedness will have to run away.
And all of us believe that, you know. So some of y'all make joke now. Because we never work to bring the thing to reality. So when I say all these people who are believers, when am I believing? Okay, I'm a believer. The mighty Ethiopians.
I'm a believer in doing my own thing. I'm a believer, oh yeah, in doing my own thing. I spend all my time, oh yeah, creating. But everything I do, I said to do it too. If I play music, you play music too. And if I sing a song, you sing the song too.
Don't mind me, you know. I just the lyrics. And then the gimmicks. It's just the lyrics. How me behave like so. Because so me stay when it come to sound system. Can't help myself. Dangerous. Yes, so the poverty of all the islands them, and we are talk with 76 years, and nothing no change. Only thing change is those people who want everyone to recognize them well. People vote for them and then become prime minister and so on. And it's a shame. Them same people there that become prime ministers and everything. What them do? You understand? So, when I play this tune here before I go somewhere else, because some people I think say me I work with something, but me not work with something. So here what admirability about it.
I say believe people business and mind your own. I say believe people business, leave people business alone. Leave people business and mind your own.
Yes, Almiral. So we are going to do something now.
Hear me now, brother. In this time, you got to be conscious. Whoa, whoa. Due to political fiction. Due to political fiction. Man a man gone in a different segregation.
And how does those things happen? Because the islands are being organized like some gangster base, the same way they wanted to change Cuba and make it into some kind of Las Vegas, like, you know. 'Cause the first Las Vegas was meant to be really Cuba, you know. They wanted a place where all the bad boy them and the so-called rich boy them and gamblers and hustlers and everybody, where them can go and do them thing, you see. So Che Guevara and Castro them and others them say, no, that not work. But then you all grow up now and you see J-Lo and you watch her backside and the complexion of her skin and everything. And when I get mesmerized by that and say, well, boy, you see Cuba now and everything, you see. And when you really know the facts and you understand that the Cuban people are contented, you know. Contented. And them live off that land. They're contented. But because some people them have Beamer, BMW, when them say Bob Marley and the Wailers, them have these things. Them feel say them up there with the first world. But when you hear the shout and look at the joke, they saw kill people wholesale. But Cuba may look to the first world people like they are destitute, but they are not. They have learned. And they go outside in the world and advance themselves in education. What have we been doing? We advance ourselves as criminal and someone advance with gun. I will take the same gun and kill ourselves. And we're not at war. Could you imagine? We're not at war. And now we have police that have all kind of bulletproof garments and guns. So them not fear not know. And them behave like the army. And they're just doing whatever they want to do with the orders of some commands, some commander-in-chiefs. So that is sad. Now what's brought this cycle up? It's the poverty. It's the ineffective workers that meant to be representing the population. And we're talking about island here. Islands. We're not talking about no mass country with our 40, 50, 60, 70, 100 million people. No. We don't even reach a million, if that. You understand? And if we reach a million, it's because, and over, it's because there are people outside in the diaspora. So let's not bother with that mathematics. Let's deal with the geography and the acreage, square miles and everything of these rocks. Some are volcanic and some are coral reefs. Nevertheless, there's an inhabitants there. And the people them who are running are responsible for those inhabitants. They're not capable. Whether there are three parties or two parties, they're meant to be, should be, investing in the interests of the population. There was not meant to be a divisive situation. So who caused this mentality? It's the said people who gave us independence. And the minds of the persons who are in charge or seek to be in charge, they don't have good minds. Because if they did, the things that has been happening and are happening would not be happening. Oh, it gets so. I want to play some bad boy tune, you know. Oh, it gets so. So, half pint, take a rest. So, we ask yourself, really, how much information are the citizens them getting? Because if the citizens were getting proper information, that means to know they're just being scared. But yet, so we have all these pastors I talk about the blood and sin and everything. Why are the general population, if not 3/4 of the population, should be brave? Because they will be believing in what the pastor say. And the rest of us now will say, well, yo, if them can go on with this something, we must go there and defend ourselves, but represent them too. But it doesn't work like that. So some of us go and try join that group because we feel say everything good with them, and them raise us up a little by allowing us to deal with our vices and turn them fierce. So you see, it doesn't really help nothing. It doesn't. It's a wrong, and then it becomes double wrong because I, who's in a position, support the wrong, the decadence. And really why I was checking you, it becoming like the way my father and mother had to live, not their relationship, but a condition. And in the meantime, I don't hear people speak about young people and education. So if they don't have access to education, they don't have access to development of their intellectual capacity or abilities. It's not being tuned in. So from that, what one believes or accept or would like to see happen is that, one, we got the 3 R's, but two, we now become competent enough to do something for the country, and we would invest our intelligence in doing so. Plus, we'll be proud of ourselves to be also proud of our country advancing while we also grow. So there's got to be a kind of like a chain. And since that's not there, frustration is even more, because who is actually educating the teenagers? They've been influenced by vices. And political parties are the problem. And their ministers, all their ministries that meant to be there to suffice the general population. So where's the wiseness in these islands? The people them seem to be all docile. Nobody's striking, nobody's protesting, nobody's saying, yo, enough is enough. But now they have down there St. Lucia and St. Vincent, they're saying that because this pandemic is made ones and ones look at themselves and their surroundings. And they're figuring something out, but what to do? See, they're figuring something out. So we need some people down there voicing, yo, look to Africa. Serious thing. So we want to play this bad boy tune here. From yesteryears. The war is over. It just started.
Ready. War and fiction upon the land, and pestilence and walk the earth. Man, it's time to open your eyes and try to live for this what life was worth.
See? Yeah, you hear me? I what? Listen. Tell them, man.
You can hear what the good brother say. Musical sounds coming down with me. Now this is a musical sensation that is shaking the whole nation. And you can feel the vibration. This musical disc was created from creation. Shaking you from the number one station. As the brother would tell you. Hey, so man. You can hear the good brother say. Now since the war is over, it'll be like crimson and clover. For even them that deal with violence, they should look down in silence. And you can hear the brother say,
Sir Lad Poor, the war is over. Yeah.
Ready. War and fiction upon the land, and pestilence and walk the earth. Man, it's time to open your eyes and try to live for this what life was worth. And if you die, you shall eat dirt. Time to open up your eyes. It's time to realize. Wonder we live the cats of the roof and got you with no ties. I don't know.
You see back then, there's a level, the decibel level, and the frequency responsiveness from the instruments, plus the engineer. So the heartbeat and the soul of the human, which is us and any other people, is balance. It's balance. But if we go too high in certain decibels and frequency, we have balance the spiritualness of the human being, the senses. So what the Caucasian them have been doing years and years with the experimentation of all sorts of things and the eugenics and so forth, you know, and the Germans, the British and all of them, and the French, they've understand these things. So when them see reggae music, them see spiritual music. And then me I say that. And spiritual in the sense that it doesn't cause trauma. It has a tone that's unlike any other tone that them know. Remember, these people have Bach, Beethoven, and Tchaikovsky. Them sit and listen to symphonies. So them know. And we not play a symphony like that. Even though one of them man is an African. Yes. You understand? But that's not our preferred musical orientation. And you can look into Africa, deep into Africa, those of you who have traveled and been listening, deep into the corners of Africa, and you can hear. But over here in the Caribbean, there's a combination of African sounds with the sounds that we have matured with or we have grew with, whether we call it mentor, rock study, blue beat, ska, and so forth. It's African. It has that connection. And those of us where we're exposed to certain instruments, gather those instruments and created the sound out of those instruments and refine them. Similarly, the rest of them, because our main thing focus was drums. And don't get funny and say, yo, what but the stupid? They're drums. They're barrels that's being tuned. And a bongo drum is a barrel, but it's being made. It's been hollowed out of the tree trunk and so on. And then you apply some skin, leather and then the way you tie it and so forth. And the kitty drum works a certain way and it sends a sound and it sends a message. So the steel pan, look how our ingenuity come about. The steel pan, they all have different tones. And them can talk too. Yes. Right? But there's a different vibration. So we're talking about the vibration. And if our young people them was allowed and the families were given education, free education, and promote the education, we would have a lot of scientific young people and with their full knowledge, understanding of what I'm trying to project here. And we would have not participate in this technology that these people have created to formulate sound and mimic live sound. And we have musicians like Fela Kuti, Bob, and others who say to bring a xylophone and this and that into the music is where you bring it far. If it has a place there, you understand? Find it out. So you listen to a man like Curtis Mayfield and all these people, and you see them take certain keyboard things that was going at the time, xylophone, and take a sound out it. Even James Brown take a sound out it and everything. But it's not something that them say, watch out, let me just get rid of this, and bring that. You understand? The closest that something happened is the wow machine. Bob had an American guitarist that come and do a Jimi Hendrix and what him name? The great Santana type of thing. In him work, and he have Peter Tosh who can do all of that. And them just use the different flanges and the different wow pedals and play them strings there. But look at the audience to who they were attracting. It wasn't us. You understand? Those things were done to gear the Caucasian population who was, when them go on tour outside of Jamaica and everything, with the majority of the people them. So when you go, wee, 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 them people that love it. You understand? Okay. What am I getting at? How them transform our young people them. How they maliciously transform and influence our young people, our teenagers. And there's no institution that's taken the reggae music and put it into archives and title it and everything. So all the music them that ever make, they dare the title, the artist, the instruments, and so forth. A shame. But yet say you have Caucasian that do them thing there across Europe, you know. Okay. Okay. Now, what's that got to do with the poverty and the ghetto? It's the decadence that's come and interfere. See? And the elders are to blame. Listen. And them young people, them hear a tune like this now, you know. Hey, yo, them either battle you, huh? Or them jock the thing and mash up all the cartridge and everything if you use cartridge. And if it's a CD, them jump the thing and so forth, right? Because them can't relate to something like this. Or any form of reggae genre, but they make pretense that them are listen to a Bob Marley and Bob Marley's meant to like bless the place before them start. Before them start into their thing. You understand? And then you have some wise one them come and say the music hasn't influenced anybody. Look upon X amount of time and everything. Good words, but music and lyrics, songs is influential. No matter which way you want to cut it. So we supposed to have said, should have said, that we're not going to allow any kind of derogatory things in a for we culture and a for we country. But we haven't done that because we follow other people's dictates. We have embraced poverty and we're not in love with our population. We're not. We're not good managers of the Premiership Football League. But yet there's a whole heap of we that like football and cricket. So are we managing? We're fools. We're not taking care, and our morality stinks because we're not taking care of the general population. Listen to the tune again. Happens to be Tommy McCook from Cuba. And Osborne Ruddock, otherwise known as King Tubby, and the mixing this. cannot get that human connection with a Casio. You cannot. You understand? I don't care where you go. You can't get it with them thing there. You want live format. You seeing? Something that is much alive, you know? You see, so our politicians are doing what their masters want them to do. And we, the citizens, behave as if we are scared of them. And more often than not, we're trying to be a close friend. Because we feel, say, if we is in their company, we'll be all right. That's why independence work for some sections of the population.
Music for your hot box.
It's 93 degrees on the foreign scale, yeah. The youth them in the Kingston away, Lord. Oh, yeah. Kingston hot, and I no joke thing that. Anyway you go loud up your gunshot. Kingston hot, and I no joke thing that. Anyway you go loud up your gunshot. All they want the DJs them. Stop DJ the gun lyrics them. And all they tell the singer man them. Stop boots in them gunman friend. Them wouldn't stop until they...
Yo, I'm wicked, innit?
I stand up in the powers of the Most High.
Where you gotta do? Dive, man.
Stand up in the powers of the Most High. Georgia, Georgia. Stand up in the powers of the Most High. Stand up straight, Ethiopians. Help I chant down Babylon gate.
And that's supposed to have happened. Cha. Instead of a young girl getting her dreads, them allegedly, but it's been cut off, and an elder losing him beard, like me now, I have mine, you understand? And so forth. I have certain rights now, well, not rights. You have, not now, in England, you know, a Rasta get locked up, or dreadlocks, you know, because them all are not Rasta, you know, because you have some different things with hair fashion, right? Get locked up. The people them don't shape them, you know. I tell you, the human rights, you understand, the civil rights and all these things are awarded in prisons, you understand? But yet still you have some places in America that don't adhere to those things, you know. So them just shave you down, you understand? So all these decadents, so listen to them. Nothing come easy.
Nothing don't come easy. Nothing don't come easy. Everything I have to work for.
At that one I should have teach the young people them. You understand? To work, go to school and learn so they won't be a fool. You understand? Egyptian, what you say?
Stand
violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is this violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No, 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 no. So sometimes you think it's peace and safety. It could be your first sudden destruction. See you wake up this morning, you better give thanks. You don't know if you're gonna live to see tomorrow. Life is much more precious than gold. Yeah, yeah. And if the truth hasn't been told, so I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize.
Yes, Egyptian, I tell you, man. Listen.
Why them a turn off the sound? Why them a turn down the sound? Why them a turn down the sound? Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. Whoa, yo. All we are gonna still a fling it in a dancehall style, all the while. Them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. All them a gone, we fling it in a dancehall style. Someone got to call commissioner of police. Come and talk about we are disturbing the peace, the peace. But look how much war out in the Middle East. And no one knock out, they go tell them to cease. So them a turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. Oh, all we are gonna still a fling it in a dancehall style, all the while. Turn down the sound, but them can't kill the people, them vibes. Yeah. Me say all we are gonna we are fling.
Yes, half pint. Tell the officer do something, no man. Talk to the officer for us.
Officer, I'm a man with dignity, so don't try to abuse me. Officer, nobody chuck it on a rasta. Why?
See, and them children supposed to pluck or find. Yeah, represent the young woman and her family and all other Rastafari about the island star. You see it? And even the elders them, you know. See it? So the people them come with one little test case and see what kind of reaction you're going to get from the population of Rasta. And the houses them. See it? So, since them color up the ganja, you understand? And I make all the money and all the engagements them with that. Them a test, you know, it's called tongue and cheek, it's called test case. I run from England this, you know. This is what happens. See it? and you face the consequences of two things: deportees, controlling of the citizens, you understand, and taking advantage of this one set of people that keeps culture, modality rising in the people, Rasta. See? So, what did you do? You understand? You duck and dive, and duck and dive, and duck and dive. Because you pluck, man. You now work with the thing. Mikey, Jed Campbell, come.
Officer.
I may I come from that stable, you know. Oh, all the stables, them, that work with the right vibes, you know? Yeah. Jah Revelation, yeah, man. African symbols, yeah, man. You know what I mean? You gotta get it right, sir. See? Not because you're going to studio and pop this and pop that and you're going with something. No. It's what we give to each other as a people, as a nation. It's what we give to each other. It's not what we pluck. It's what we give to each other. And how sincere and truthful we are. You understand? If our soul is right and connect with the people them, and we do something justly, and we're not opportunists, you know, think say the thing will get out there? Yes. No matter how small it is, it reach. You understand? But the people they want help. They want to be cherished, want to be looked after. They want to feel belonging. And everything on the island can sustain everybody. But they don't have no proper shelter. No. And they don't have the means to develop. No. And those resources are there, but for a set of people. So why is there less fortunate, less privileged people? What kind of thing is that? And then when some of you want to talk, when I talk about first world, middle class, and all these things, because you can talk other people's business, you can't talk your own. And how is that possible? How you know the hell about other people's business and not your own? Come. It don't make no sense. That's why you need to stop trying to bash Muslims and Arabs and all these something there. You understand? Bash your church ministers them, and I don't think you should bash them. You should try to convert them into doing right, because they do have a large number of people's attention. This is the thing. They have a large number of people's attention. So if you can just stimulate them and reason with them, perhaps their soul would ignite and they will speak truth to reason at all times. I tell you, that's what's required. That's what is required. 76 years of decadence? Nah, man, something wrong. Something wrong.
Officer, I'm a man with dignity, so don't try to abuse me. Officer, nobody chuck it on a rasta. Why, Mr. Officer.
And when you have police people, them, that can look at the citizens in and for them districts and ill-treat them, you know, so that thing's wrong. Totally wrong, 'cause they had to be trained and instructed to act and react and respond like that. So if the police were meant to protect the citizens from any form of bad-mindedness or criminalness is behaving in such an atrocious manner, what is there for the rest of the people? Everybody are going to take things in them one hand. So make someone get a gun, them feel tough. Them come like cowboy. Let alone somebody that have a ratchet, a cutlass and everything. And that's natural because we are cut down the cane. We had to do that for the British. Cut down the cane. We had to take care of the land. And then we want to drink some coconut water, so we have to have something sharp. So it's a cutlass, a ratchet. And it's also a protective instrument. So you see how this thing then not working. It's not working. It's not working. Because if the police, which is us, they're not foreigners coming and take up that position, they're our citizens as well that undertake a particular role in society within the country to represent the country and the population, which is themselves and us. So if they're violating us, what the hell is there? What do we have? We have conflict. Not conflict of interest. Conflict. Moral conflict. Ethical conflict. Yeah, I tell you, man. I'm not think, man. You're not thinking.
Officer, no come interrogate Rasta. Oh no. Driving on a BMW. Park and come out, never trouble you. All Babylon eyes around me, wondering where I get such luxury. But officer, nobody chuck it on a Rasta. Why, so Mr. Officer, no come interrogate Rasta. Oh no. I'm a man with dignity, and I've got my ability. So don't try to abuse me and charge me so innocently. Cause officer, nobody chuck it on a Rasta. Why, Mr. Officer, no come interrogate Rasta. Oh,
See, and them so-called dancehall guys and girls, them a make thing about gun and underneath each other. Huh? And how they like each other in a certain way and way, and tear. You understand? So there is nothing spiritually out there from them. And there's nothing morally. So decadence, which was created in the first place, breeds decadence. But then the young people that see these things on the TV now, these same people, looking like they are superstars with the bright lights and all these different clothes and these color hair and everything. So what do you think is influencing? They are the ones. And then the people, a lot of them, were black like us, but now them brown. Them have a shade. Problem again. But anybody can do what they want with them body. But yet still the society supported it because it didn't have an alternative, which they should have, and they wasn't vicing the dangers of doing such thing. Skin bleaching, terrible. Well, go here now. Oh man, where did I come from? I tell you, principal, may I show you, man.
To every action, there's a reaction, retribution, judgment from Babylon, judgment from Babylon. Look how many youths in the mark, how many gone down in the cemetery, and how many died like a dog because of the wrongs of society. Fumbled and a century.
Yo, me I wear headphone and listen over this and over this and wrong this and everything. A fingertips and a turntable, a war and eyes. And I am losing my eyes, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, man. It's not they're not working as good as they should. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me and allow me, you understand, to maintain some vision, some clarity of sight. I beat up people them eardrums. Listen lyrics.
To the action.
We love teach music.
Reaction. Retribution.
Teach.
Judgment from Babylon. Judgment from Babylon. Look how many youths in the mark. How many gone down in the cemetery. And how many died like a dog. Because of the wrongs of society. Fumbled and a century.
Yo, and I can't do nothing with me, no. Anybody a jam rock, try this, man. I tell you, you're flat on your face. Unless you come genuinely to support the population. But if you come and push up yourself, but you want challenge in a music, you're wrong place. I tell you, you get disgrace. Trust. I don't care how much two they sit down next to, you get disgrace. Cause this chap here, him fire shots, man. Him know how to work the Bible of music. Yo, principle, where your music there, man? Want to you see the man music being hidden. What go on? I want to play one of we artists before I go away. Yes. I want to play one of we artists before I go away. You know? But yes, we have to look at this thing properly because we have all these people that allow, we call the thing, poverty to be stricken in the island. Something wrong. Something wrong. Things, nothing supposed to work like that. Period. Nothing supposed to work like that. You understand? Them just let that happen. It should not be happening. The place, money should have been, money can be spent, should have been spent, and young people them supposed to be at school, educational syllabus and everything out there for them. Supposed to promote education big time. They're supposed to be developing. Cause at the future that, in a point, stand up in front of people and say, the youths of today are the man and the woman of tomorrow, and you not do nothing about it, really? Just talking because you can talk? No, that's not good. That's not good at all. That's not good. It's not a good look. It's not good. Period. You understand? And that show you how shabby, them people there that call themselves politicians are, because them supposed to do something different. And the difference that they're supposed to do is look after the general population, look after the population of the peoples. All of them. Their interest supposed to be in the population. Their interest. They're not supposed to be like my group because them come from this place, or them reside at this place, or them give me the most votes and everything. No. You work for the general population. If you can't see yourself doing that, leave there and go somewhere else. go America, come to England, wherever you're getting your instructions from, go amongst them. And the population should make you know that. But the population is embracing you. That's why things go like that. Because if the population wasn't embracing you, them rubbish there could not be happening. But they're happening because they're embracing you. See? They're feeling that you're going to give them they're going to benefit something. And they're getting nothing. But they think they're getting something. You know? And that's the saddest part of the whole thing. Because everybody wants something. And unfortunately, they're missing the boat. They're missing it altogether. And then you got like Luciano just said, then you go cemetery, and bury them. And then you have all kind of different operations here, there, and everywhere. And it's bad. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Yo, Principal, I can't find the tune them in. Hold on, people. That's it.
It seems so strange to me. Police brutality. Tear gas and rubber bullets in the street. Yeah. It seems so strange to me. Police brutality. Tear gas and rubber bullets in the street. Marching with aggression. Intentions are in question under public scrutiny. Dehumanizing tactics to gain the upper hand. The situation's hectic. It's time to take a stand. It seems so strange to me. Police put.
See, one time we would have guaranteed that there would be a whole heap of youth, young people them. Yeah? Whole heap of them, you know. The next generation, the next, and we're short now. Guidance.
Black tears. Black tears. We don't need no more. For years upon years, we've been shedding black tears, and now we're standing in quicksand. Now tell me who is to blame? It lies with us and no one else. We shedding every day. Black people wasting away. Black tears drowning our minds. Black people walking blind. That's the wool of our eyes. Our future don't look bright, but we have the answer. To shed no more black tears. Hey, self-pity done, no more talk. Time for black people walk the walk and take control of the situation. We cry peace, we cry love, but get no answers. Action will get a reaction. Stand up and fight, and that will stop the black tears. We shedding every day. We will stop wasting away. No more cloud in our minds. No more walking blind. No more wool of our eyes. We future gonna be bright. We have the
So we're going to go on a journey. Man called Luciana, guidance. God willing, tomorrow, different show. Different stroke. Principle. Oh.
Still it's about to baby. Whoa, though the journey seems so long, yeah, we know this battle must be won, yeah. And though sometimes they treat us wrong, yeah, by faith we know we'll be strong, yeah.
See? You see how we address them situation there? Nah, man, we're not weak, you know. We're dead there. So, what are we going to do now? Luciana again, come.
I will follow you wherever you may go. Wow, yeah, yeah, yeah. I took a little trip trying to find myself, journeying within my soul. It took a little time and I realized that something wasn't right. Something wasn't right. Yeah. For many years I've been without.
That's what I'm telling you all. You know, 76 years is a shame. You understand? Many of our parents have left us long time. You understand? And with their whole and say about we're gonna make a change. Which change? Huh? We don't even change with clothes.
Back out with it. Your days are numbered. Watch your step. Back out with it. Now and now. Your days are numbered. I've been waiting too long with the use. You said you love. And you know, my friend, your heart is like a poison dart. I tell you one more time, back out with it. Now and now, your days are numbered. I've been waiting too long, back out with it. Right now, your days are numbered. Yeah.
Olan Marcia.
You so high and mighty. You so high and mighty. You so high and mighty. You run, come and down me down. You run, come and try. Buck your neck. Up a shock. Try your best. Nevertheless.
Yo, with their England, you know, yard massive, with their England. You understand? With their England. Yes, the thing there, Marcia, ease off. The thing that happened in America with our youth there, you see it? You go on bad, see it? And then don't have a pot to piss in. See, they're going to piss on him now. You understand? Go on bad. And I'm supposed to, a decency we want as African people. So Maxi Praise come sing out and gone. We gone. Bless it.
Well, God bless us, right? Sometimes you feel like you're all alone. Sometimes it's hard just to find a home. Seems like you're searching in the dark, trying to find just a touch of heart. Sometimes you feel like you wanna cry, break down and crawl like you wanna die. And just when you think that all is lost, you find a stream just to get across. 'Cause when you reach for a deeper love, you find a way to rise above. 'Cause I know, I know, I know, I know, God watches over us. And no matter where we go, I put my heart in trust, and I just won't let it go. 'Cause I know, I know, I know, I know, God watches over us.
See? So a man who thinks say something different. What's the journey? Why are we here? We live, we exist, we involve ourselves with things, we need to be sustained, need to eat and drink, and then we die. It's easy to say it's another transition, but anybody can say that. What is the life, though? What is the life? See? And have we matured in this life? Maturity. See? Okay. So once you have gone through that terminology and look at it, examine it carefully, and make it look back at us, then the question to be asked ourselves is, or to say to ourselves, life is very important. Life is valuable. Life is so important. We should cherish life. Life of ourselves, life of our family, and so on. It's real. You know? Because when a person is sick or not feeling well, the first thing that they want, that we all want, is to feel better. Yeah, it's to feel better. And you know what we do? We work hard. We do everything in our means to feel better, to get better. I saw it go, man. Life. You know? So, before I confuse everything, I want to go away with a bad tune, but I'm not finding. I don't know why I'm not finding my tune them. You know, I wasn't geared for doing this. That's why. Yeah. So we'll go ahead with a nice tune, you know, Sly and the Family Affair.
child grows up to be somebody that just loves to learn, and another child grows up to be somebody you just love to burn. Mom loves the both of them. You see, it's in the blood. Both kids are good to mom. Blood's thicker than the mud. It's a family affair. It's a family affair. Still checking each other out. Hey, nobody
Don't forget tomorrow, African history. You know, we generally say black history, but we want to turn it round. Well, I do. So we have a program here called Front Room that used to be called Black Chat. Check it out, have a good look, and participate in the activities and the presentations that will be there at your disposal, at our disposal, throughout the wide world. You understand? So, yes, Front Room. And I'm up there too. I started with some Caribbean viewing, right? So I'm going to start with the first year of the 76 years, you know. I met people them see our parents them in the plantation fields cutting cane. Yes, I'll tell you. And the type of houses that they had. And then I did jump up to the 50s and show them the bus, the kind of buses that was brought to the islands. I tell you, serious thing. So I work with that. When I go work with no inventions of the African Americans, we have done that for years. When I look upon Africa, or I look upon the Caribbean, I am looking upon Africa and the Caribbean, African history and the Caribbean, the experience that with our my parents, grandparents them had in the Caribbean. So I work with that. So Curtis Mayfield, we're gone, the ghetto. The world is a ghetto. Instruments. Guidance.